Welcome to the Workamper Show, brought to you by Workamper.com. This podcast helps you discover how to finance your RV travel dreams. Each one of our episodes will introduce you to people who are already living the RV lifestyle or to work camping opportunities all around the U.S. You'll also learn how to hit the road the right way and make the most of every opportunity. Now let's turn over today's show to your host, Greg Gerber.
Today we're going to speak with two leaders of the Workamper organization about the benefits available to employers and Workamper members. Today's episode is sponsored by Workamper News. If you have more questions than answers when it comes to work camping and the RVing lifestyle, then don't worry, Workamper News has your back. Attend the free monthly Work Camping Q&A webinar to get your questions answered. Each month, the knowledgeable team behind Workamper.com hosts a free live webinar where they answer questions submitted by folks just like you who are learning about the lifestyle, just getting started, or have been work camping for a while. They cover topics like what kind of work camping jobs are out there, what do those jobs pay, tips for writing a work camper resume, questions to ask an employer, what type of RV is best, how to get your mail as an RVer, and much more. Register for the next live webinar at workamper.com/answers. Or listen to detailed answers now by watching the recordings of past Q&A webinars on the Workamper News YouTube channel. Visit www.youtube.com/workamper and click on the Q&A Work Camping playlist for more than 15 different videos. Thousands of people have been members of Workamper since its inception in 1987, some of which have remained members for decades. The organization is the undisputed authority on what work camping is and in connecting people looking for short-term jobs around the United States with employers who need quality workers. Yet some people still aren't familiar with all the benefits of membership available to the two primary groups involved with the Workamper organization, those being employers and work campers. The Workamper organization needs participation from both groups in order to be effective. The staff is not beholden to one group more than the other. Work camping cannot work without jobs to do, nor can it work without qualified employees to fill those jobs. Jody Anderson Duquette, the executive director of Workamper News, and her husband Luke Duquette, the technical director, come on the show today to describe the features and benefits available to employers and work campers alike. So without further ado, let's bring them on the show. Thanks for joining me today, Jody and Luke. I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely. It's good to be here. Thanks, Greg.
You folks have been involved with Workamper News for a long time. In fact, Jody, you grew up in it. Tell us a little bit about the history of the organization.
Workamper News has been in existence since 1987, so about 35 years now. Myself and Luke and my family particularly has been involved since 2005. But the original couple who started Workamper News and coined the term work camping, that was Greg and Debbie Robus. And they like to say that they grew Workamper News and got it through high school, and then my family came in and took it to college and on. Luke and I are now at the point, my parents have moved on and are working on some other businesses and doing other things, so the reins have been turned over to Luke and I now since this year. So we're running the show here at Workamper.com now. And so we're probably we're at about, maybe we're working on our master's degree now. About where Workamper News is. But it's been great. But we do have another episode of the podcast if you guys want to hear the full history of Workamper News and how it got started and all that fun stuff. That's an episode earlier. We'll have to look back.
Be sure to link to that in the show notes.
Yeah, so you can listen to the full history. But today we wanted to talk more just about what Workamper News actually does and provides and how it works and some fun stuff like that.
Yeah. You folks created the term, right? This is the idea of work camping really didn't exist before 1987.
True. As the term, as called work camping, yes. Greg and Debbie, they trademarked Workamper and spelled it without a C. They used to say that with a C, it was work camping for charity.
Yeah, a charitable organization.
Yeah. And we kept that for a while, but we just call it work camping now with a K, no C.
Yeah.
And so it's been around forever. The idea, the concept of work camping. I'm
sure folks were doing it before Greg and Debbie.
Conestoga wagons out in the Wild West. They were they were probably living out of those things. So they were work campers in a way. They had a house on wheels, potentially.
Yep.
Yeah, but with RVs, as soon as RVs came around, I'm sure people were living in them from the get-go and
while still working.
Yeah. So anybody that does any kind of work while living in an RV is technically a work camper. By that definition, there's been work campers around for a long time, surely before 1987. But that's when Greg and Debbie started the company, and
that's when the organization of the community really started happening. So Workamper News is really we're the leader in the industry, and because we started it and because we've continued to work so hard and further the resources and opportunities that are available to work campers.
Yeah.
We're excited to dig in a little more about how we actually do that for folks.
Yeah, that longevity really makes you folks the leader in this particular part of the RV lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, almost. We're at 35 years now and still going strong.
Yeah, so obviously we've been doing things right for a while. We've had thousands and thousands of members over the years, and some folks are with us and for many years. We have some members that have been around well over 20 years, be it employers or Workamper members. And oftentimes they don't cancel their membership until we get those sad emails, oh, my husband passed away or the wife passed away or we're not able to travel anymore, so it's time to hang up the keys. And I don't like those emails, but that's just part of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you folks serve two primary constituencies or groups.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It'd be the employers and the RVers, the RV community that's looking for work as they travel to help supplement their travels, and the employers looking for employees that can bring their home with them. Typically, it's the outdoor hospitality folks that are looking for folks to come in with their RVs and take these short-term or seasonal jobs. And so our membership base consists of both employers and work campers.
Yep. We serve both sides of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
And we are a membership organization. We're not an agency, so we're not placing people in the different jobs that are out there. We're a resource that both sides of the equation use to connect with each other, along with a bunch of other resources and stuff. But what we're just really truly passionate about is helping work campers understand this lifestyle and know how to go about it the right way so they are going to more likely have a positive, successful experience. And the same with employers. We want them to understand work campers as best as possible so they're recruiting the right people for their operation, and so their staff will feel more like family than just employees coming to work for them and furthering their business purposes and achieving successes within their business. So that's our passion and kind of our bottom line is what we're trying to achieve here.
And you're not really paying a particular attention or being beholden to any one of those constituencies because they're both needed to be successful, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. We're supported financially both by our work campers who invest in memberships and our employers that invest in memberships and advertising. So we're not playing one side or the other. We go, oh, somebody pays us more money or whatever. We don't play those kinds of games. Like, we're here to help as many people as possible, no matter who you are or what you're doing. So
what can you do for employers specifically?
Yeah, so let's dig into that.
We have, as Jody said, membership options for both employers and work campers. Membership for an employer gets them access to the work camper resumes, as well as educational resources and materials to help them learn about hiring work campers and how to recruit and retain work campers and get them to come back again and build really strong work camping programs. As far as the resume database, that allows them access to all of the work camper resumes and allows them to search and save and contact work campers via all the information on the resumes. That's the membership side for employers. Is there anything else you want to add to that or talk about advertising?
Yeah, absolutely. So with with employers, we have tools for them to assist them with building their brand in the work camping community. And that's how employers need to be thinking of it to be more successful. It's really difficult now for an employer to come in and run one ad and find all the help that they're going to need. Just like whether they're a campground or a retail operation or whatever, you have to advertise yourself to get customers. It's the same with Workampers. It's not run one ad and that's going to do it for you. We have multiple options available for advertising. Our online hotline system delivers ads right away to Workampers and gives some good exposure. But we also have some website page ad that an employer can create if they're looking for more long-term exposure. And then, of course, we have the podcast. Employers are welcome to interview and share about their opportunities here on our podcast. Mm-hmm. And then Luke was talking about, you have to, as an employer, you have to think of it as twofold. I need to advertise and showcase myself. There's also the employer tours. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as you were talking.
Yeah, which is a profile where you can include photos and some description text of the living and working environment that you provide to the Workampers, just to help showcase yourself. So you need to put yourself out there as an employer, but then like Luke was talking about, also you can be proactive and search the resume database as often as you want, go through the work wanted ads ran by Workampers as well. Kind of a two-prong tactic there in working to build that Workamper team that you need.
You had mentioned the need to advertise consistently throughout the year, and there's a good reason for that, and that's because we're recording this in late May.
Yeah.
And so people are probably already found a summer job, but they're looking for a fall or winter job. So they might start now, but other people will start looking in August. And still others will wait until the last minute, or something will fall through and they won't have the job that they thought they might have, or their plans have changed and they need to go somewhere else. And so they're always looking for these work camping opportunities.
It's a game, really, for both sides. You've got to determine your strategy and work that strategy and try to track what's happening and adjust accordingly to try to find what's going to be most successful, whether you're a work camper or an employer. Because, most work campers like to plan anywhere from 4 to 8 months ahead. And so we try to get the employers to, jumpstart their recruiting as early as possible. Some will, some won't. So as a work camper, you have to stay proactive and engaged in the opportunities that are coming through our hotline system, coming through the podcast, etc., because you never know when that perfect opportunity is going to become available.
That's a very good point as well. Yeah, because new opportunities are coming up every day, and the hotline is proving that.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
absolutely.
So you need to start assembling a list of ideal jobs long before you really want to start applying for them, even months before your current assignment is done.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
One of the main tools that we have for employers to advertise with us is the daily hotline. And that's where we list your job on our website, but also send it out in an email we call the hotline. So every day, Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time, we send out the hotline email. And that is just a collection of the new job listings that have been posted with us for that day.
The full ad text. We don't truncate it and force you to go to a website to look at it.
A lot of people just love to look through the different job opportunities that come every day. And like you said, you gotta watch for that specific perfect job that you're looking for that comes along. Or actually, most of the time, there's so many different job opportunities from all kinds of different employers all around the country that you don't even know what kind of job you want until you've spent some time looking at these job listings for a while and thinking about all the possibilities. And it's pretty wild. There's all kinds of crazy stuff you can do out there.
Or I might start thinking in advance, next summer we're going to work here because we've always wanted to do that. But in September, an ideal job that is just something they've dreamed about doing forever becomes available for the next summer. So there might be another opportunity out there for them.
Exactly. Yeah.
And of course, we're not encouraging folks. We don't want work campers accepting jobs.
Right.
Still looking for jobs for the same season. Right. If you see something come through that you're like, oh, that job sounds really great, and I might even like it better than the job that I already accepted. Okay.
Next year.
Yes, exactly. You just save that ad, create a folder in your email or something like that, and just put that hotline email away or copy that ad text into your little document that you've got on your device and contact them for the next year, please.
Another thing that I don't think work campers realize is how many employers actually go into the database to look for resumes, to see people that they think might be good fits and extend invitations to them to come or to apply for the position. And so the need to keep those resumes up to date is essential.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
New employers joining every single day, new work campers joining every single day. So as an employer, even, they need to continue to be active in that resume database and searching constantly, because you never know when you're going to have a need to fill. And it's always not a bad idea to line some folks up ahead of time if you can.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why we have yearly memberships, because this is an ongoing thing, you guys. It's not, oh, I found a job, I'm done.
Right.
That's not really, you can do it that way. And if you want to more fly by with a flexible schedule and just find jobs more on a whim, I'm not saying that in a negative way, because some folks do it that way and that's totally fine, but it is going to limit the opportunities available to the work camper if they're going to do it that way.
What are some of the things that you can do for the work campers specifically?
Yeah, definitely. So we've talked a little bit, Luke mentioned the resume database. So for work campers especially, a lot of folks are coming into this lifestyle and they haven't written a resume in 15 years, And so with our resume builder tool that we have, we take the work camper step by step into building a resume that contains the information that employers are looking for. And there's, of course, some flexibility there with the Sell Yourself section where they can type in and go into more depth about their previous life and skills and things like that. But it makes it pretty easy. It's mostly fill in the blank kind of things. We wanted to take the stress out of creating a work camper resume. And I think our employer members appreciate that when they're reviewing the resumes in our database, there is more structure to it and they know what they're going to find when viewing those resumes. So they appreciate the consistency that our database provides.
So that's the resumes. We've also just got a lot of education videos and articles and online courses, of course, the podcast. We've got a blog with more articles. So a lot of educational resources for you there.
Yeah, because the point is, we know when we understand how to do something, it's going to be easier for us to do it. So our goal is to help work campers best understand the RV and work camping lifestyle and all the facets, because it's very easy to, especially when you're new and excited about starting something, to just jump in and you're not asking enough questions. You're not asking the right questions. You're not taking in enough time. You're just excited and going for it. Yeah. And that might work out really well, or that might equate to a situation that you actually don't want to be in. With the online courses, we have very thorough videos. We are not short talkers.
No. I tend to be. Jody can
Luke's a little more concise, but even when I do a monthly Q&A webinar. Every month I take questions for those who register for the webinar and answer their questions during the webinar. And you'll easily go for I'll easily spend an hour and a half.
And you're just talking to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, no. But there's always somebody out there listening.
Yeah, they're listening, but yeah.
But you guys, we so want you to be successful at this. That's why we do have longer form videos and lots of articles, because we want you to be confident in this. And there is a lot to know and a lot to learn. We don't want you to be scared and be held up by fear or just feeling self-conscious and stuff. So that's why we do put so much focus on the educational stuff too.
And the educational things are, of course, for the newcomers who don't know anything about the RV lifestyle or the work camping lifestyle. Just taking advantage of those educational opportunities can shave years of hard learning experience off of their experience, and also give them a better start to their RV lifestyle and the work camping experience. So that's cool. But also, it's good for seasoned people. I don't think you're ever a fully seasoned veteran in this, because you're always learning something new about RVing or the employers who hire the work campers.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. There's a lot to know, and just refreshing. And okay, maybe that last work camping experience didn't go how I wanted it to. So what can I do differently in the future so that this kind of situation doesn't happen again? Because it's not all rainbows and puppy dogs in the work camping lifestyle. You should be, whether you're an employer or a work camper, there is a decent amount of effort that you have to put forward to make sure you're finding that right match for yourself.
Yeah. Back to the benefits of being a work camper member, some other things that you'll have access to. Of course, Workamper.com has the most job listings for work campers that you'll find anywhere. There are some other websites out there doing similar type of things now, but it's just no contest. We've been here for 35 years, and we are the name. We created the name, so
we're the Kleenex of the work camping world. Yeah.
So you have the job opportunities that are available across the wide spectrum of work camping opportunities.
Absolutely.
Where some of these other websites may be focused specifically on branded campgrounds or something to that effect. So they'll only find campground opportunities within that company, that kind of thing.
That can be the case with some of those. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
So how many job opportunities would you say Work Camper News promotes every year? Do you have any idea? Are we talking dozens or hundreds?
How many jobs?
Yes.
Or how many job listings? Because those are two very different questions.
Yes.
Typically, what do you see each day? I would say we have anywhere from 5 to 50, depending on the season, new job listings.
Our biggest hotline day was 42.
Yeah.
42,
okay.
42 new job listings in one day.
Wow.
That's our biggest day. That was 21.
But how many jobs does that actually represent?
Thousands.
It depends. There are all kinds of different employers that hire work campers and advertise for work campers through our services.
Yes.
We don't have job listings.
Yeah, each ad is not for one specific job.
Help wanted ads. And it could be one position that they're advertising for. It may be 1,000 positions they're trying to hire for.
Exactly.
That's a very good point. Somebody is announcing that they needed help at their RV resort, and they were looking for maintenance people, housekeepers, people to work in the store, to people to help maintain the landscaping. So that would be 4 or 5 jobs from one posting alone.
Exactly.
So there are literally thousands of opportunities available.
Literally.
Yeah.
If you're perusing the database of opportunities at workcamper.com.
Yeah. Tens of thousands.
Sure. Tens of thousands.
Even some of the employers hire 1,000 work campers if they can.
That's right.
Even your dad, before he bought Work Camper News, working at Adventureland, was trying to hire 400 work campers every season.
Okay.
It just depends on the employer and their needs, but
yeah.
Yeah.
And with the hotline system, we have it like Luke was talking about earlier. We do email those job listings out each day. So you don't even necessarily have to visit our website to view the new opportunities that are coming in. But if you do, the Hotline Jobs website page on our website has the last 14 days of new listings. So when you're on that website page, you always know that you're looking at the latest and greatest. I know there are other websites out there, they don't date their ads. So you might be looking at ads that were posted, last week, last month, 4 years ago? I don't know. So you're always going to see the date that the ad is posted on our website.
And they're always going to be current.
Yes.
And you have ability to search and filter and only look for jobs in specific states or jobs that...
That's exactly that's one of the key benefits to this, because you want to work in Washington State. You've never been up there, but you've heard great things about it. So you can narrow your search just to see the jobs that are available in Washington.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you looking for a job in Washington State and you're a solo and you'd like to earn some wages and have an RV site provided to you? Mm-hmm. Those are all criteria items you can enter into the page and search to find just the listings that match. And like those specific criteria.
Is it showing just the current listings when you do this?
Yeah.
Or
just the last 14 days.
Last 14 days. Okay.
Yeah.
So is it possible for a work camper to say, I know I want to be in Washington State next summer? So they start looking to see who advertised for this summer and go back and start building relationships with those employers for a potential job next year?
Yeah, I would.
Can they
totally
find those older job listings too?
If they have saved, so right now with the system, with the way the system works now, which I'll tell you why I'm saying it that way a little bit. Save those Hotline Jobs emails, create a folder in your own email account that you have now and plunk those Hotline Jobs in there. And also too, an additional feature with the hotline is we have what are called job alerts. Mm-hmm. So if I do really want to go to Washington, or I do Washington, Oregon, Idaho, any of those. So you can go into your account, turn on job alerts for Washington, Idaho, Nevada, whatever states you're most interested in. Then when a new hotline ad is posted for that state, you will immediately be sent an email with the full ad text right to you as soon as that ad is posted. So at that point as well, you could then easily organize the ads that most appeal to you and in your own little system.
Another feature, because that drives me crazy when somebody posts a new job has been posted and now you've got to log in and try and find it and then read it and all that kind of stuff. You mail the full text directly to the Workamper.
Yeah. So with what we do, what Luke and I, we want to make things the easiest for you guys. We're not trying to, we're going to do it this way because we might make the most money, or, it's going to be the easiest programming to do it. Oh, no, we're not into easy programming. So we want to do things like we listen to what our members tell us about how things are going, and I participate in the work camping Facebook groups that are out there and stuff like that. So I feel like I have a decent handle on how you guys want to consume and find, and just personal as well. I don't want to get an email that just says, hey, there was a new job listing posted. Okay, great. Let me do 7 more steps to try and go find it. That's super annoying. I want to make this quick and easy for you guys. That's what we're trying to do.
So folks are making the user experience very easy for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're trying.
That's the goal.
And to clarify and to go back to your previous question, I don't think we ever fully answered. You can't use the website's hotline search function to look at jobs that are older than 14 days. We just keep the last 14 days of jobs on our website. After that, they fall off. And if an employer still needs help, they run another ad. But typically, that is plenty of time for them to get someone contacting them to fill their positions. Yeah. We've even had employers call an hour later and say, hey, I've already got too many applicants, turn my ad off. And it's
that depends on the time of year when that happens. Yeah.
We already sent it through the hotline, so we can't exactly turn it off, but we can take it off the website. But so if you, like Jody said, save those emails, and then you can always go back and search those emails. But there was a caveat there that she said, I'll explain after. We are working on, I think, the 4th version of our website right now, and have been actually for over a year and a half. It's crazy developing a big custom website like this. It's so much work, and it involves a lot. And it's all me and Jody figuring it out and working with a development team. Yeah, American Web Devs, actually.
Really great.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're all-American, veteran-owned company. Mm-hmm. They're working really well for us to produce this next version of the website. And it's going to be even more powerful. We're going to have even more search features and criteria that allows you to really match yourself to the specific jobs, allows employers to really find people that match exactly what they're looking for, and to the point of not being able to look at jobs that are older than 14 days in our new version of the site that we're hoping to launch here at the end of 2023. Better be before the end of the year. It's such a long time coming. You will be able to save a job. As a Workamper, you'll have a section where you can save jobs to your save jobs section. So if you saw something that you were like, man, I don't want to forget about this job, I'm going to save this one because it's perfect for next summer, then you can do that.
And it's going to be super cool. So in the saved jobs section, this is really going to appeal to people who are very particular minded, like Luke and I are, but you'll be able to create different categories in the save section, and it's all your own categories. So you'll be able to create categories and then organize the jobs into those categories. Yeah. And with each saved job listing in your saved section, you'll have a notes area where you can put notes into it. So you can write why you saved it, or when you contacted the employer, or just different stuff like that.
So that's coming soon.
Be able to organize.
Can't do that just yet, but that's going to be a great feature. So
yeah, we're excited about
We have a lot of cool new things coming with the new website, and it's not stopping there. We've got big plans for future developments and how to make this even easier on everyone, and eventually an app as well. We know that has been a long time coming. We've needed an app for years and years. iPhones and Androids and all these crazy apps out there, and it's expected that we would have one by now. And we still don't. So that it costs a lot of money to develop these things, and time and effort. And we're a small operation. It's just me and Jody and a few
Other
we've got
gals.
3 gals here that take customer service calls and deal with emails, and we administrate every ad that comes in, and so they handle all of that stuff. And so it's a lot, but we're making some good progress, and it's going to be super awesome once it's done.
Yeah. And sorry, go ahead, Greg.
As a work camper, I see a job that I think I'd like, but I'm not quite sure. The reviews that are left by other by other work campers can be valuable. How do they work? How can they help work campers?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Yeah. So with the ads that are in the hotline, so we have a section called Work Camper Experiences. And that's where any of our members can go in and say, I worked for XYZ employer, and this is how it went, whether it was good, whether it was bad, something in between, whatever. And they can write out what they want to say about that experience. And so when that employer runs an ad, then in the future, we will put a direct link to any written reviews right there with the ad. And the link is sent in the email. So when you get that ad in your email inbox, you can just click the link. You do need to be a logged in Diamond or Platinum members, our level names right now. That's the levels of membership that you need to access those reviews, but you can click and go right to them. And unfortunately, it's a very underutilized tool. With as many work campers that are out there taking jobs every summer, there really are very few reviews that are submitted. And it's not, when a work camper goes to write a review, they can say to show with the review a member number, their name from their account, or their email address, if they would be open to other work campers contacting them to learn more or ask them some questions maybe. So you can make the review pretty anonymous. Nobody's going to know your member number except for you. It's not, if you're afraid or concerned, I would like to take that fear away, and you shouldn't be scared. We hope everyone would share about their experience.
So one thing about reviews that I think we need to talk about is the importance of leaving a review regardless of your experience. Because many times people have a bad manager, a bad experience or whatever, and they want to fire off a negative review, and it really doesn't do the employer justice, because they might have 100 good employers or employee experiences, etc., with work campers, and one bad review. And if those bad reviews aren't countered, it really can skew the opinion that people might have. So the importance of going in there after every assignment is completed and leaving a review, I think we really need to stress that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do think too, like when a work camper is considering writing a review about a work camping experience that they had, they should consider what questions, if I was just considering this opportunity, what questions would I want the answers to? What was the RV site like? What was the camaraderie like with the team? Did you work directly with a supervisor, a manager, or the owners? Was it a big team of work campers? Was it a small team of work campers? These are the kinds of things that employers don't really cover in their advertising, and especially on their websites and stuff. They just don't cover those kinds of things. So try to think about it, put yourself in the perspective of the researching work camper, and give the information as what you would want to know if you were in their shoes. And it might be positive input and it might be negative input, but and be sure to share what your experience was. You shouldn't be saying like, if you come here, you will get blah, 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 blah. No, write it from your firsthand perspective. Mm-hmm. This is what we experienced. This is what it was like for us. You can't say what it will be like for other people. And you also shouldn't say, these other people that we worked with, they did blah, 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 and they thought blah, blah, blah. Try to keep it to your specific experience as well.
Is there something I can do as a work camper to make my ads stand out more, or to draw attention to myself with the employers?
Oh, yeah. And that's something we didn't talk about. We forgot to mention with the resume tool. So as a work camper, you can to try to jump up and down more so in front of employers. With the resume tool, one of the sections in the builder is a work history section. And in there, you can enter, it could be past jobs that aren't work camping jobs, but of course, we want you to put in the past work camping jobs that you have had. So with the platinum level membership, in that resume tool, once you do put that work history entry in there, you can check a box to request to have us, our team here at Workamper News, verify that work history entry. So we will contact that employer on your behalf and say, hey, employer, did Jane Doe work for you from this date to this date? And they'll say yes or no. And if they say yes, then we will mark that as a verified work history entry on your resume. And thus, that's taking some of the legwork away from the employer. So when they're looking at your resume and they're like, oh, sweet, they already have all this verified work history. I don't have to call all of these previous employers now to verify it myself. This is awesome. So it just makes you look better in the eyes of the employer. And employers can search to just view resumes that have verified work experience.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to work in Maine. Can I create a help wanted ad myself to say, here is what I'd like to do for you if you're an employer in Maine?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got the situation wanted ads, is what we call those. In our new site that we're building, we're actually combining situation wanted ads with the resume builder, and we're going to allow you to basically create 4 situations that you're wanting to find and apply those with your resume. And so you could set those up for the 4 different seasons of the year or for specific states or whatever you'd like there. But with the current website, we have what's called the situation wanted ad, and it's like building your resume, but it's very simple. It's just a text box where you talk about what the situation is you're looking for. And
hey, I'm awesome. I'm available to work at this time, and I would like to be in these states. So please contact me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we mentioned it, but Workamper News for many years was just a magazine. And then with the advent of the internet, we started taking those ads online. So of course, we used to have situation wanted ads or help wanted, work wanted ads from work campers looking for specific job. Those situation wanted ads have progressed to be online now. Everything is online now. In fact, we stopped producing the magazine at the end of last year in 2022. So we've taken everything online now. All the advertising is online. So that's why, it's a progression. Things change over time, and we're slowly combining everything to make it all easier and better and more logical. But
yeah, it was just becoming too cumbersome to search the magazine. Like you couldn't go in and say, I want to work in Washington starting in May and I'm a solo and I need pay.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that with the ads in the magazine.
Right.
And it was confusing for the employers. Do I run in the magazine? Do I run in the hotline? Do I do both? How am I supposed to do this?
Yeah.
It had become a point where it was like, this isn't working how it should.
Yeah.
So you may come across our magazine still floating around out there in the world. The help wanted ads, they may still be valid. The employers oftentimes come on board with us. And if they're still in operations, oftentimes they're still hiring work campers. So we do still make that magazine archive available on our website. There's 100 issues in there. Any level of member can look at that archive. It's the largest archive of work camper jobs anywhere. It's not easy to search, but they're in there.
Mm-hmm.
The ads in the magazine are at least organized by state. And then, of course, each issue has lots of articles about specific work camping opportunities or advice on the RV and work camping lifestyle. So that archive is really still a good value piece, I think.
I agree, and that answers my question that I had before. So if I'm looking for a job for next summer, I can go back to the magazine archive and see who advertised for the summer a year or 2 ago, and then just be proactive and email them. Do you think you might be looking for work campers next summer? I'd love to be considered.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Being proactive is never a bad thing in this lifestyle.
How can work campers take advantage of the member map?
It's a fun question. It's a social network, if you will.
Yeah, we made that before Facebook was really a thing and stuff.
Yeah. It's underutilized, just like the reviews are underutilized. But as a work camper member, you can go in and create a profile for the member map. And it's just for work campers to see. Employers can't look at it, won't be contacting you through it. It's not a place for you to put your resume or anything. It's just a spot for you to see where work campers are, make friends with them, not track them, but update your PIN as you travel, and then you can know where your friends are at, is the idea.
Yeah, and you can also use it as a research tool.
You could.
Like we were talking about earlier, Greg. If you know you want to go to work for XYZ employer that's located in Denver, Colorado, then zoom into the map to Denver, Colorado, see what work campers are there, contact them if you can and say, hey, are you working for XYZ employer while you're there in Denver? I wondered if we could communicate and I would like to ask you some questions. So you can use it as well as a job research tool too.
That's great. This has been very valuable information. Lots of services available to work campers and employers at workamper.com.
Absolutely. And something too that I'd like to note is that the information that our members put into the website, whether it's creating that member map profile, it's running that work wanted ad, it's creating that resume, your information is not posted to the open internet. So only our paid employer gold members can access our resume database and the work wanted ads. Only our diamond and platinum level Workamper members can access that member map tool. So we are not displaying your information on the open internet to be found by who knows
everybody in India to send you spam emails and things like that. Right.
And with our support staff here in the office, and Jody and I, we administrate every ad that comes in. So we look at it, we see if it's a real employer. We don't typically get much in the way of a scammer or a spam ad coming in, but it has happened, and we catch them because we look at them and we try to verify the employer, and we it's just a much safer way to handle these type of employment opportunities. Because if you were to contact someone that posted a job ad and they said, oh, you sound great, I'd like to hire you, just send me your social security number and your address and your maiden name and whatever it may be that you need to get the job. Hey, there you go. There's everything they need to steal your identity. So, that's the benefit of using a service like ours. One of the many benefits, I should say.
Absolutely. Yeah. And another thing too, I know a lot of folks now, every day it seems like there's a new group on Facebook geared towards work camping. There's at least 15 now, I think, that I'm a part of. And I don't know why we keep ending up with more, but it's just spreading things out more and more. And if you enjoy going to 10 different Facebook groups and attempting to do, I don't know if anybody here has ever done a search in a Facebook group, but it's the dumbest, most cumbersome thing. And it gives you results and you're like, this isn't even close to what I was looking for. And so if you want to rely on an algorithm to show you the content that you want and have a search that may or may not even work, have at it. Facebook is the place to be. But we don't like to waste our time. So we don't want you guys to have to waste your time either. So why don't you come and use a website where all the job listings are right there and you can search it and it's not crazy. And because we are supported by our members, the work campers and the employers, we don't have to cover our website in those, I call them tracker banners. I think you have a more official type.
Well, ad network banner ads. Yeah.
So
Google ads, and
it's banners that are, it might end up being the product you were searching for last week, or some of the banners look like job listing things, but you click on it and it takes you to some weird thing in the internet. So anyway, there's other websites that are out there that are just covered in these pop-ups and these other banners, right in the middle of real help wanted ads and stuff. There's this crazy banner for something. And I'm like, I don't even know what all of this stuff is. And it's so weird and confusing to look at. And so we don't have those on our website because you guys support us. We don't have to push affiliate stuff and put these weird banners on our website to try to earn income to support it. We're supported by you guys. So thank you very much for that. And we hope to continue to be that way and plan to be that way in the future.
Yes. And we absolutely do not sell your information. We don't rent it. We don't share it with anyone. It's safe and secure in our secure website. So
yeah,
super.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think we've covered the main benefits. We could spend hours going into the details of all the different tools and stuff like that, but we hope you guys will check out workamper.com and become members. At least try it out. There's really no risk, you guys. If you try it out and you decide it's not for you and you want to, just send us an email or call us and be like, hey, this isn't for me. I'd like a refund. Okay, no problem. We're not scary, I promise.
Right. We're just people.
Thank you again for your time. So everybody go over to workamper.com and check out all the great features and benefits of being a member of that site.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Greg. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Greg. Happy travels, everybody.
I appreciate Workamper Executive Director Jody Anderson Duquette and Technical Director Luke Duquette for coming on the show today to describe the many benefits that membership offers to employers and workcampers alike. Employers get access to qualified workers who can perform a variety of jobs and who love to work short-term jobs so they can finance their travel experiences while relishing an entire region of the country. Workampers can search through a vast database of workcampers to find people looking for a specific type of job or who want to work in a certain area. The Workamper staff is able to help employers craft a recruiting strategy to ensure they have a good pool of potential candidates in order to hire the right team. A hiring strategy is important because workcampers are constantly looking for their next assignments, so employers should run ads frequently to help find ideal employees. Employers are able to be guests on this podcast to describe their companies and the types of jobs they're looking to fill. They can also set up what's called an employer tour to post additional photos and information for workcampers to review before submitting an application. That way, companies can provide more information about their firm, its history, culture, and work environment. A daily hotline newsletter distributed to committed Diamond and Platinum Workamper members contains job openings to help employers find workers quickly. Workampers themselves have access to thousands of job listings every year, as well as the ability to submit applications for those jobs. They can leave reviews of their experiences and set up alerts to flag specific jobs or positions in specific states to help make travel planning easier. With the Resume Builder feature, Workampers can craft an ideal resume that highlights exactly the type of information prospective employers are looking for in potential staff. The Workamper website showcases a bunch of videos and feature stories to help people prepare for the RVing and workcamping lifestyle and to make the most of it once they hit the road. For folks who still have questions, Jody leads a monthly Q&A webinar to provide more specific information. There are a lot of features and benefits that workcampers and employers can take advantage of on the Workamper site. To get started, visit www.workamper.com. Today's episode was sponsored by Workamper News. With its Diamond and Platinum membership tools, Workamper News is much more than just a job listing website. When you put the tools of this professional service into action, you'll find out just how easy it can be to turn your workcamping dreams into reality. The one-year memberships open the door to a one-stop shop for all things workcamping. Being the original resource for workcamping, you'll find the largest number of job listings, be able to connect with a community of workcampers, and view resources compiled by experts who've been enjoying the RV lifestyle for many years. If you're serious about leading a successful and enjoyable workcamping lifestyle, then a Diamond or Platinum membership is for you. You can even get started with a free 30-day trial by visiting www.workamper.com/trial. Embark on new adventures today with the support of Workamper News behind you. That's all I have for this week's show. Next week, I'll be speaking with a workcamper who runs a business from his RV while his wife works traditional workcamping jobs. I'll have that interview on the next episode of The Workamper Show. Thanks for listening.